If you build it, he will come.
It does have very podcasty vibes, doesn't it?
I'm glad you started with that.
Like, doesn't it?
It's lo-fi beats. That's what it is.
It's
Lo-fi
like,
beats
it's like
to
we're
study
here,
to.
we're in.
Welcome
Yeah.
to MNT.
Christian didn't get it here, but he'll hear it at the end of the show.
Welcome to MNT.
Yeah, welcome to episode 125 of Millennial Movie Talk. If you are new here and wondering what the hell we're just talking about, that is a brand new intro, research created from scratch, based on our old one completely by Braden's wonderful girlfriend, Michaela.
Michaela, thank you. Michaela Keys
Go,
on
Michaela.
Check her
Spotify.
out. We'll have a Spotify
There's
in
links.
the links down below. And thank you for creating that.
So
Now,
talented. Did you say she played that on the
remix.
piano? Just quickly?
Yeah,
Amazing.
so our original theme that we were using, well, not our original theme, our theme we've been using for the last year or so, doesn't abide by any time signature. So Michaela was trying to remix it with stuff, and it just wasn't working. So she just had to sort of take the key elements
So almost,
and then make it.
we've been using a shitty intro for
Basically.
Yeah.
With something like
In terms of
weird,
music
yeah.
theory, shitty.
Yeah.
Triplets
Anyway,
or something weird.
thank you very much, Michaela. Now we have to talk about the people who are here.
Who's here?
Michael, hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Christian, looking very dapper.
What's going on?
It's a good uniform.
And
What
What
Steph.
is this place?
Look, you saw the little intro. Oh, and sorry.
I don't have a camera. I don't
have a
matter
camera,
anymore.
So, and the mystical voice offset, it's Braden.
Well, yeah, what happened to the
Live from New
GoPro?
York.
What happened to the brain cam?
GoPro somehow
batteries
lost half a
died.
battery just from being turned off during a pre-show. So we thought instead of having it for the first
Half show. So
Not even.
No, yeah.
not even the first
Yeah.
20
No, it
minutes,
wouldn't
we
last
thought
for anything.
That's just scrap it this week. The Braden GoPro will return.
GoPro, send us a new GoPro.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to do things out of order this week because we just opened up with a skit of it.
Yep.
I think we should get straight into classic call-outs.
Classic call-outs.
Sure.
Thanks,
got it
guys.
right.
I'm learning the board.
Yeah,
Classic.
you were really pleased that you got it right.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's even more weird now because I just didn't feel quite right completely getting rid of the old school theme.
Yep,
So I
so you-
replaced the old movie news jingle with the new intro.
So now there's
And it just confused me. Shit, where,
You made it
I was like, what's where
too
now?
fair. When you pressed it, I was like, wait a second.
That's a different button.
It's not that one.
No,
'cause
no, it's
that's,
the one up.
That's higher and lower.
Classic call-outs
Classic
is a new
call-outs.
segment on MMT. I don't know how many times we have to do the segment for it to no longer be new.
That's not new now. It's been a month.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're coming on to
this
that.
Classic
four.
call-outs
This is number
four.
four.
is a tried and true, perfectly
It's been here from
rounded,
the beginning.
tested.
We love classic
It's
call-outs.
a classic.
It's classic at this point.
Classic. It's OG. Classic Callouts is a segment on the show where we collected a list of films considered classics that none of us had ever seen before.
Yes.
And we went ahead and we've put them on a Wheel of Fortune wheel. And every week we spin the wheel and find out what we have to watch by the next episode.
It's my favourite part of the show when he spins the wheel to determine what
It's
we're
good
watching
fun.
next week.
It's very
It's
good.
good
It's
fun.
great.
Is it a reel of fortune?
Oh, no.
All right. Well, for 30
kill it.
seconds, Chris
Kill
is
it.
muted. You've been punished.
The new punishment.
He's like, come in so ready. We just mute him for the rest of this segment.
My God.
So let's just get into it. I think Field of Dreams was one of the ones I put down there.
Yes, I believe so.
Coincidentally, I put two Costner films in there. Because, the Costner train is at the station. And
I'm
we're ready
happy.
for it. Yeah.
I'm very pleased.
Christian is
I
just...
was shocked that none of us had seen Field of Dreams before. I think, Chris, you mentioned that maybe you've seen...
I feel like it was on TV and I was like, oh, like, what is this to my parents? And they were like, oh, you won't get it
Yeah.
because I was hell young.
You're a big Costner fan, though, as well.
Like, I'm
I am, yeah.
shocked that I didn't watch this one when I was doing all the sports movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
True.
Yeah.
Did you
last
do many
year.
baseball ones? Did you do Angels in the Outfield?
I don't think I did baseball ones. I did a basketball
Sandlot?
one. Did some American football ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one specifically, much like movies like maybe The Sandlot or The Benchwarmers is maybe more our generation, but one of those classic kind of thing which
talk about
just
Benchwarmers.
people have a soft spot for it. Field of Dreams, it seems to be always like
hear it
obviously
a
the
lot.
older generation, but they're always like, yeah, Field of Dreams.
I was
yeah, of course, like great movies.
The second I said I was watching Field of Dreams to my parents, my dad instantly just whispered, if you build it, they will come.
Exactly, like
And I was like,
knew
I
that-
don't get what that means. I haven't watched it yet.
I knew like a base premise just from like it being referenced, because in Blue Mountain State, the whole last 2 episodes is dedicated like to the jock captain of the team. You know, the whole team gets banned for drugs and stuff. That's the whole point of the show. And he has a dream. He has to build a football field in the cornfield and then play the championship game against actually play it properly.
But yes.
So like I've heard it referenced and like different things referenced from this movie, but never.
It's safe to say middle-aged America has a soft spot for this movie, and we went out to find out why.
Well, like, I'm going to be honest. I thought that the whole movie was building the stadium, building the Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Not the first.
I had this idea that all the ghosts show up at the end, like the field gets built, like you said.
Yeah.
And that was a culminating moment.
Okay. How many of us knew there were ghosts before the film?
Oh, I knew there were ghosts when we announced it because I think someone here was like, "Is that the one with the ghosts and the baseball?"
I had no idea.
So Braden's the only one not expecting
I
ghosts.
had no idea this was about ghosts.
Because you've seen the cornfield.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen things coming out the cornfield. That's where I knew. Like, you see it referenced a lot. Obviously, Benchwarmers, if you build it, nerds will come.
That was stuck in my head.
Yeah. But I didn't expect this film to go as crazy as it did. But also, it just didn't explain any of it, which I loved. I love how it went. We've got ghosts. We've got time travel. We've got younger versions of people coming. But it's just happening.
Somehow the ghost stuff is all played so well.
Yeah.
Like, it was just nice. There was a few goosebumps moments. The music played it well. It was mysterious.
From the get-go, when he first shows up, like, after it's been built, it's not even, like, a moment of, like, wait, who is he? What's going on? He just walks out and he's just happy.
We know who he is. Like,
that's the best when the first ghost shows up, right?
When Shoeless Joe.
I would like to ask Braden, what was your reaction?
At that point, I was like, "The fuck!" And then I sort of you click on a bit
because the daughter comes in, right? And the daughter's like, "There's a man out on the field."
I love how well everyone was taking it. Nobody was shocked or scared or
And only some
wondering
people can see
what
it.
the hell was happening.
Well, no
Everyone
one's
was
shocked.
just,
No one's shocked or scared because they either believe it and see it, or don't believe
see
it and have no clue what's going on.
But even upon seeing it, you would expect some kind of hesitation or reaction or fear.
But
And they're just,
it's all about the
Shoeless
love
Joe
of the
Jackson.
game.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. It's a
all about
ghost
baseball.
story, but the ghosts are just there because they want to play baseball on this
love the
field.
game.
Like, it's just such a beautiful
wholesome. It's so
story.
wholesome.
It's incredibly wholesome.
But yeah, it really threw me when like the pictures built within. I
was like, oh, we built it.
15
it's
minutes.
done.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
I thought
yeah.
like the whisper. I thought like in my head, I thought the whisper's star, and he doesn't know what it's like. You know, but at the start, like he freaks out the first time, and he's sort of like,
For
what's
some
going
reason,
on?
I thought it was going to be like, I'm sorry, Evan Almighty. You know, when Evan Almighty, he's building the ark,
Yeah.
and then like the town's like, what's this guy
What's
doing?
this crazy man
Yeah,
doing?
I thought it was going to be like the town's going to be like, why are you building? I thought the town was going to get involved in wondering why he was building the field.
Yep.
I thought they were going to start questioning his sanity throughout the
Well,
whole
you only
film.
get the one scene where like he first hears the voice, and he's like, obviously with all the other farmers, he's like, "Do you hear voices out in your cornfield?" And they're all looking at him weirdly.
Yeah.
and it's
Like,
like that's like
what?
and then like the field's already built, so you have like none of the reaction after that, and except for like the PTA meeting or whatever it is,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh,
they're
the
called.
book burning meeting. Jesus.
Yeah.
But
That
yeah,
scene
so
was a lot.
yes, there was the small PTA scene with the Nazi.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
But she put him in a place.
Yeah, I was looking up
We
that
love that main
actress
character.
because I haven't
She's never
seen
been in
her.
anything else.
Not in anything major. Lots of
What like
crap.
the mum?
Yeah, but she seems so familiar.
Yeah, she kind of looks like a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
She seems like my mum. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
I actually thought at the start of the film, when he narrates his life up until that point, I thought
was a ghost.
Kevin Costner's dad was played by either Matt Dillon or Billy Crudup, and now I think that he looks like their love child. So, I was the dad hasn't been in anything like there weren't as many well-known people as I thought in
It's
there.
just
Except
Costner
it was
and,
Ray Liotta, James
Costner.
Earl Jones, and Costner.
apparently
three.
the guy that played Archibald, old Archibald, he's someone too. This was his last
He
film.
looks like someone too,
Okay.
actually.
This was like his last film.
Again, Archie was beautiful.
We loved Archie. Like, this it's just like... I don't think anyone said it. I loved the film.
Yeah, I loved
Yes.
it. Yeah.
I thought... It just everything felt so everything felt nice. It felt
Yeah.
warm.
It was
It
just a
made me feel
feel-good
things.
movie.
It
Yeah.
made me feel things.
I was shocked to see on IMDb where it was sitting on like a 53 out of 100, but then you go into Rotten Tomatoes sitting like an 85. Got nominated for Best Picture. It got nominated for Best Screenplay, and it got nominated for Best Score.
No winning.
No winning.
Yep.
Okay. 3 so far that I know of out of the 5 of us cried. Michael, did you cry?
not full cried. Like I didn't full like I
A
didn't
bit
cry,
misty?
but
Oh,
like,
at the
yeah,
end.
it was a little bit like when they went the end when they play catch. You're a little bit like tugging on the heartstrings there.
Yeah.
Braden,
I swelled up.
swelled up.
Yeah,
Did
I
you like
welled-
the film?
welled
So it
up.
made
I
us
really
all
liked
feel
it. I really liked it. I love a classic, just very like 80s sort of 80s 90s cheesy sport movie, which really just wants to tug at the heartstrings and is quite wholesome. Like I'm a sucker for that.
I couldn't tell the film was trying to do like a sub theme of religion though throughout it.
Yeah.
With like, is this heaven? It's just like,
But then I
Yeah, I
suppose
thought
He brushed on that kind of in a good amount.
Yeah,
where
but
it's
they didn't.
ambiguous
I got,
enough.
I got worried at the beginning that was going to be
The whole thing.
a
Yep.
big part of the film. Like this idea of like they're going to incorporate religion somehow into
Glad
it.
it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't hate religion. Not my thing.
Hey Jesus,
but-
catch.
But I guess, I mean, the PTA meeting kind of would go against
Yeah.
that sort of. It would show that it was more just looking at spiritualism rather than
That's-
religion.
yeah.
Yeah,
and the
that's
idea
true.
of heaven just being a place where dreams come true. It's very, like you said, ambiguous.
I love the
No,
banter.
maybe that could be more why that kind of sequence is in the movie as well.
Yeah?
They're
Just
kind
show
of
that-
taking it to like the whole 60s and like just
Yeah, that's
it's just
like
love
the whole
and
theme
freedom.
of the
There's
60s,
nothing.
yeah.
There's nothing more to read into here.
I loved the banter between the baseball players once they all get there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the comedy between them is
It
fantastic.
was
I love
funny.
it.
And so I got to say, like, you guys might not notice, the audience at home may not know, but I actually played baseball
Did
for
you?
a few years. Yeah.
Wow, who for?
Port Adelaide Magpies,
Really?
actually.
Wouldn't know.
Other baseball clubs
If
are
you're
available.
listening to the podcast, Chris is dressed in full baseball gear.
I am. I got the old kid out because I want to play some baseball.
We can go play some baseball.
But yeah, like what I was going to say was a big moment in this movie is the young Archie.
Yeah.
He's not played before and he comes out onto the field and he gets a hit, but it gets caught. But he gets someone home and he makes a run.
Yeah.
And he sits back down and he's kind of not sure of himself. And his teammates are just cheering him on. They're like, "Great job, Archie! Like, great job!" And that just made me smile. That just took me right back to like moments as a kid. Just
It was
getting back
beautiful.
to the bench after being at bat. Because the thing about baseball is there's those moments where it's all you. When you're batting, it's all you. Whereas in other team sports,
Yeah,
it's not so much the
everyone's
same.
sort of like
You have your moment to shine in baseball,
Yeah.
and when you do, and your team's all together, it's just great, and it just took me back.
yeah.
Good vibes all around.
It is a good vibes movie.
Yep.
I did giggle when he first goes out to the field and he takes the swing and he just nicks it and it just falls in front of him and Shoeless Joe's just sort of like staring at him.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, I expected that as well as someone that plays baseball. I'm like, he's gonna whiff the first one.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to do that throw it up and do it with both hands. Coaches are good at it, but I expected that, and then he did it, and I was like, yep, like that was so realistic.
Costner was great.
Yeah.
I'm coming up to the point where Costner isn't bad. He's never going to be bad in a film.
James L. Jones was really good as well. I liked some of the dark humor in that, like when they got to Minnesota and he was just like, "Oh, you're missing, by the way. Your dad, no one picked up after your dad was calling." He's like, "Oh, I should call him."
I enjoyed him.
What am I going to say?
I enjoyed them at the baseball stadium. He's like, "What do you want?" He starts going off in this big. He's like,
Oh my god,
it's
that's
just
the
like-
best.
She's like, "No,
Yeah.
what do you want?" It's
Yeah, and the three guys are just there.
like beer and a hot dog.
His weird little tirade that he goes on in that moment is so well done. I did not even know James L. Jones was in this movie, and he is such a delight in it. It's great.
Yeah.
Even just you don't have to stay here. All right. And they just get up and go. It's
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like we're here now. We might as well watch the game. It's just
But that kind of makes more sense when you know that he was hearing shit at the game, but he
Yeah.
was kind of scared and not accepting it still.
What did we think of child actress?
She was good.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
she
yeah,
did,
she
she
was
did
good.
she did the job.
did
It's
the
not
job.
like not like the whole thing was focused on her. Which
Nah,
is-
she did.
Kind of like
She
I
was-
see dead people, but not scary.
Yeah, I
Nice.
think she did it well. She didn't like pull me out of the movie.
She didn't have a lot
wasn't
to
bad.
do there. That's the thing too. She just fell over.
But then she was like, she said, "People will come."
She did that.
Like
she
people
did.
will come.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
True.
Oh, James L. Jones'
his
speech
speech about how
the
baseball-
people coming. No, and he's like,
Oh.
people all over America will fly to this place and they'll get on a car. They won't know why.
I just
So
love. I
good.
loved his speech. How he was talking about, we've had so many changes in our society, but the one thing that stayed true is baseball.
Yeah.
It's just like we've had.
It makes up baseball to be the be all and end all of
Yeah.
the
It's
world.
It's like the
Yeah.
Pepsi
But I
can.
think there's
It's
a-
the
Right.
Pepsi can.
There's a higher metaphor there for it's the game. It's us all getting outside and just for the love of being outside and playing a game together, as well as obviously baseball is the center for America. But it could be someone else for Australia, someone else for anyone else.
Yeah, baseball is just a more grounded sport than like NFL, for instance. Like watching a movie about that, you see like stardom. You see people that are, and I mean, it's the same with baseball. You have the stars, as we saw, but it's a game that a lot of people just played in American communities and things like
All you
that.
need
It
is
was
a stick
like
and a
Little
ball.
League and things like that. Yeah, that's it. So I think it was just a little more wholesome in that regard. I really liked it. It was my second favourite so far.
Baseball and apple pie.
I think it's my favorite. I think it's Field of Dreams, Goonies, Midnight Cowboy, Network. Do we have another one?
No, that's
Oh, really?
it.
Network was bad coming at the bottom. But like they're all fours and above.
I think I agree. I agree with you with the order.
This is like, I gave this 4.5.
I agree
I'd
with
be on
I agree
four.
with
I'm
this
giving
being
it
at
a
the top.
4.
Okay.
I'm sitting at
4.5.
this at a
This
4.
is definitely better than Goonies.
What do you give
But
it,
still need
Chris?
to watch Midnight Cowboy Network.
Can I also just point out, a month and a half ago, they made the field.
Yeah, they made the Field of Dreams.
They put it next to. They kept the tourist attraction of the set.
Yeah.
They kept that, and that's been there for years.
Didn't you see it on the news?
Yeah. The MLB, they straight up actually made a proper field, like
Did you
100
guys
yards down a cornfield. There's
Yeah.
cornfield in
Well, in
between.
Iowa.
They made the Field of Dreams.
They
and
made
they're playing
an
games
an
there.
actual field, and it's actually like regulation size,
Yeah.
and they shot everyone down there, and they actually played a game.
There's games there.
They feel like 8,000 people there. It's awesome.
They did a
Wow.
game there
Yeah.
this year, and they're planning another game next year there. I think the White Sox are playing there.
See,
No,
it is,
Really? Oh, that would be
sense.
that'd be exciting.
it's one of those good vibes where everyone that's seen the movie, and it's just a silly movie, but they're
Hey.
they're totally
There's
happy
a
to be like,
cornfield in
yes,
it too, and
let's
the
do
players
like,
walk- if you watch the footage, the players walked out of the cornfield to go into the.
yep. See,
It's
they
so
and they would
cool.
all be onto it just for a good vibe, just for a good vibe.
Costner was there.
The day before, they let Costner go. Costner? They let Costner go out and like have a game of catch, and he was like, "This is the best."
Surely they let him
would
throw the
kiss that
first
man's
pitch
feet.
before the game
Just
too.
having
Oh, you'd think.
just the scene at the end was perfect. Him playing catch with his dad.
Yeah.
That's when I.
Oh,
when
that's a
it,
good one.
That's when it went from being a 4 to a 4.5 to me. I was just like, this is.
Even just Costner's vibe the whole time. When the
was so
first
hopeful.
player rocks up, he's just so happy to be out there with him,
Yeah.
and he pitches to him,
He's
and
so
he throws him a
bashful.
curveball because he's like, oh, let's see if he can throw a curveball. And it's like, yeah, he's a major league baseball
Yeah, he's
player.
like,
he can
"See if
hit
he
your
can hit my
curveball, and he does.
He's
yeah.
just like, see if he can hit my curve, and absolutely sends it.
Yeah, he sends it back into him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, yeah, of course you can. yeah.
So, are we ready?
Yes.
Spin.
Spin.
So he hasn't
wheel.
touched it yet.
What do you mean?
You haven't. Ready? Oh, you hadn't.
3,
We're
2,
spinning.
1.
Spin that wheel.
The wheel's spinning. Here we go.
How many movies are left on here?
Oh, there's some left.
There's a few, isn't there?
We made a bit
More
of a
than
hefty
20?
lift.
Oh,
Okay.
if you could see,
How close it was.
so close. We got Taxi Driver.
What
Taxi
was
Driver.
it close
I
to?
can't believe none of us have
Can't
seen
say that.
Taxi
Spoiler.
Driver.
Spoiler.
Spoilies.
The only
None
thing I
of
know
us.
is you talking
Talking
to
to
me.
me. It's called
That's
Daisy.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
This
good
might
one.
trump Midnight Cowboy.
This could be
So this
good.
is because it's an anti-hero, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's
Joker.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, it's Joker.
Joker.
I remember people making
everyone was like-
connections
It was
between
Joker,
this and
King of Comedy,
Yeah.
and something else.
Yeah.
They were. So how many do we have left after? So now, excluding Taxi Driver, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. This is number 5.
okay.
Oh,
We put
okay.
15 in.
Okay, we're doing
Nice. This is good fun. I love doing this bit.
This is a good segment.
Field of Dreams. Go watch it. Available on Stan now.
well. Yeah, and I would give that a 4 out of 5. Solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's everyone else been watching?
Oh boy.
Do you want to
Oh boy.
let it all out?
I watched something.
What did we watch?
I watched the latest adaptation from stage to screen. Dear Evan Hansen. Now, we've seen movies this year do it well. In the Heights, great adaptation. Now we've got Dear Evan Hansen, and this seems like a producer's wet dream of a musical to adapt. You've got relevant current social issues in the film. It seems like, yes, they're doing this. That's the problem. None of it works. It is because I watched the film. I didn't think it was like one of the worst ones I've ever seen. I think I gave it 2 out of 5 because I thought the supporting cast and characters were great. Some of them are very well developed and all that. It's good. And I thought the songs are obviously great. It won Tonys and that. The things that didn't work though was obviously you got the main character, Evan Hansen. For anyone who doesn't know, basically he lies to a family who have just lost their son to suicide, and he tells them that he was his best friend. He basically goes along with the idea that he was their best friend. He starts making up stories, and the whole kind of message they're trying to get through is that he's helping them grieve because they thought their son was awful.
It's comforting to know that he had a friend as well.
Coming to know he had a friend and all that. And because they thought their son was a loner, they thought that he was just like a bad egg, like he did drugs and all that. So to hearing that he had a friend who he shared a lot of special memories with, it's really comforting for them. And like the sister thought that he hated her. And so he starts telling the sister that like he used to tell him all these stories about her and like and things that he liked about her.
Seems like an admirable premise, doesn't it? It seems promising.
It does, but it's a lie. That's the whole thing.
I know.
And there's like a whole thing he gets like really big from one of the messages.
He gets really popular.
Yeah.
Because he goes to the kid, like the school, the class president makes a memorial for him. Really, the class president is the only one in the film that seems like they ever thought the kid was all right. Like they weren't friends with him, but they had a few interactions with him. Like so the class president does a memorial. Evan gets up, does this big speech about how you're not alone. This kid made me feel like I was not alone. All a lie. And that message gets out, and then Connor, the kid that dies, becomes like a symbol for them, and they create the Connor Project, which is about opening up an apple orchard because that's where Evan and Connor spent all their time together. And that happens, and Evan becomes really popular on social media and in the
video
school.
goes.
And here's the difference between, because I watched the stage show after just to see what was different. In the stage show, Evan's lie feels like it gives as much to him as it does to the parents, because Evan has no friends.
Yeah.
And you can really tell in the show that through telling this lie, Evan felt like he had a friend. Like he's creating up all these stories about him, and like he really felt like he had these experiences. So it's almost like helping him as well as helping this family. In the movie, none of that comes across.
Ooh.
It's him just not wanting to get caught.
Yeah.
And it's him relishing, like he gets into a relationship with the kid's sister, who he already had a crush on her too.
That's Caitlin
Does that
Deaver,
happen
isn't it?
in the stage show as well?
Yep, happens in the stage show. And it just really feels like he doesn't want to get caught. It gets to the point where he's willing to accept money from his family so he can go to college.
He's just using it at that point. It becomes a manipulation rather than...
That's what it is.
It sort of becomes like he's in too deep sort of...
And,
But you're never in too deep. He could get out of it by coming clean.
Exactly.
And he
He's
but
got
like
so
his head, he's in too deep.
He's got so many chances to say, I'm sorry, I know I did say this. But like it escalates and escalates and escalates.
Yeah.
And then it just goes out of control. There's some things that the movie does that are a bit better. They give another character a bit more to do, and that it works out really well. I think the main thing that the show, it feels weird saying about a show about suicide and depression, is that a lot of the comedy from the show is not in the movie.
Oh, really?
Like, because the show's essentially a dark comedy.
The dark comedy bits actually work.
Yeah, because Evan goes from someone in the show who's kind of he is loud spoken, but he just rambles on because he gets anxious, and then he'll just start like saying gibberish and all like that. And in the show, like Caitlin Deaver in the movie, sorry, at one point Caitlin Deaver asks him a question, and he gets nervous and just runs away. And like he's really soft spoken. He's really like. Yeah, it doesn't come across well, and it doesn't help that the guy looks like he's 45.
Because Ben Platt played the original.
He played the original guy,
Evan Hansen,
which is great. Watching it, and when you're on stage, you've got lights. And the audience is, when you're watching a stage show compared to a movie, as a stage show, you're watching a performance.
Yeah,
like,
you're not focused on like the
real.
little details.
This isn't
thing.
real.
Yeah.
You're watching a performance. You're watching a story,
And you're not getting
film,
details. You're not getting close-ups on anyone.
Yeah, the one thing in a film is that the film wants to make you feel like you're in this world and it's real. And that's the issue.
Yeah.
Is that they try to ground it so much in realism in the film that like you are, and he gets off scot-free.
Oh, yep.
Like nothing at all. It's like the family, when the spoilers, when the family find out, they all forgive him. No, they don't really all forgive him. They don't. Caitlin Deaver forgives him. The parents say, "Evan, you got to leave," and they don't.
There's no repercussions.
Yeah, they don't say anything to like anyone. They just like they find
zero
out.
consequences.
Yeah, and then So
so that they don't redeem him at all. Then, even when he comes clean, it's not redemptive.
Yeah,
they try to. He starts reading all of Connor's favorite books and starts talking to people who actually knew Connor, so he can gain. So he could try to get to know
Which
him.
feels
he
even,
actually knows him.
even more gross.
Yeah,
See,
I was
like
gonna say.
I've known the music from this,
Yeah.
and I've never
Music's great.
I've never gotten around
Fantastic
to
music.
watching like the show.
doesn't
And then I
sound
saw
like
the
a
movie.
musical.
I saw that the movie was coming out, and I was like, oh, like that. All right, cool.
Trailer's great.
I was excited
But then,
based on the trailer.
but then like finding out, like
Connor, the kid that dies, Connor Murphy, he hits the woe at one point.
He what?
Good for him.
The woe, the dance move. I'm not going to do it.
No, I don't know.
I want to see it.
Do you know?
Still don't have.
I love that when you hit the low, you hit the mic.
microphone. You know,
I was going to say the main thing Michaela's always said about Dear Evan Hansen the musical is that it's a couple of really good songs when you take them out of context. They're excellent for choirs and for performances and really inspirational.
You will be found
as
like
on every graduation ceremony ever nowadays, and that's kind of the main thing that Dear Evan Hansen has going for it.
The music.
The music,
great.
like taken out of context, brilliant. Even the one where he's Sincerely Me.
Yeah.
That's a bop. That's
the
absolute
one that's about
hilarious song.
Because they forge emails between Evan and Connor to make it seem like they had a correspondence through emails,
and it's so
and
funny.
So Sincerely Me is them writing the emails in song, the guy that plays
your
Connor.
obedient servant.
Yeah, so the guy that plays Connor will come out and sing his email, but
and he judges him for what he writes from him.
Yeah, so it'll be like things where they will be editing the email, but it's through all songs. So he would say something, and then it'll cut to Evan and his mate on the computer, or not his family friend, on the computer, and they'll be editing it. It's a great song. All the songs are great.
Good.
They cut out one important song, I thought, especially watching the first song of the show. They cut out.
What?
It's called "Does Anyone Have a Map?" and it's a song from Evan. It's Evan.
That.
Yeah, Evan's mum and Connor's mum. And, both of them saying, does anyone have, does anyone have anything to help me with, because Connor's mum is dealing with a kid who's very troubled, does drugs, and she's basically asking for help.
Yeah.
Does anyone,
anyone
help me?
Hey, parenting's really tough.
Yeah. And then Evan's mum's also singing because she's got a kid that's got social anxiety.
Yeah.
Got, a few...
I can't believe they cut that.
They cut that.
Yeah, that seems like an important thing to keep in. It lays the groundwork.
Drastically reduce Julianne Moore, who plays Evan's mum in the film.
Why would you cast Julianne Moore if you're not going to use her?
Yeah, and so the cast is great. You've got Amy Adams playing Connor's mum. You've got Julianne Moore. You've got Ben Platt, obviously.
I can't believe I've never heard any song from the soundtrack.
See, Waving Through the Window is the first one I ever heard.
That's the first song in the film.
Yeah,
you would have.
Yeah, but that's I heard someone cover that song on YouTube, and then I went and listened to the normal version. And
listen to the songs. The songs are great.
Yeah,
the show's fine. I thought the stage show I didn't go wow.
Yeah, it didn't blow you away.
Yeah, but the movie's not.
So it's not Hamilton. It's not Hamilton.
It's mostly set in a high school. It's not Hamilton.
It's not Hamilton. And, it's not In the Heights either.
I'd like to comment. Dear Evan Hansen is currently sitting on a 33% critic rating.
That's a shocking
Look at the audience score.
Audience score is high.
Audience score is 90.
It's insane.
What?
Ooh. Yeah, 90 audience score.
Basic bitches.
Musical nerds.
No, Michaela's a musical nerd. Musical nerds are not enjoying this movie. Okay. Apparently her Tumblr just blew up the second it was available.
It sucks that it's kind of like riding on the coattails of In the Heights, because everyone will go out and watch it thinking, well, In the Heights was so good. I mean, maybe
watch another musical.
Yeah, that's it. Like, maybe it's time, and they're going to be so disappointed. I'll watch it to see what I think.
I also watched The Truman Show.
Hey,
great watch. Sure,
love Truman.
Love The Truman Show.
Oh, it's so good.
The Truman Show is great.
Yep.
That movie flies along.
It does. Yeah.
How long is it?
Hour and 40.
But they fit a lot in that time.
Yeah, they do.
And
Because
the pace of it's excellent.
Christoph doesn't become a main character until the last 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's just watching Jim Carrey.
And
it's
just
so good.
Remembering how great of an actor Jim Carrey is when he plays serious roles.
So good.
When they let him be silly in a serious role,
Yes.
and he just sort of becomes this all-encompassed character. Oh,
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It is brilliant.
And it makes it just kind of like projects that existential crisis onto you. Like,
Yeah.
it's everything I do. Like, it's great.
Yeah. I mean, everyone, there's always that, right?
Yeah.
Someone looks at you like, you would tell me if we're in the Truman, if I was in the Truman Show,
And then
right?
his best friend's just like, that's such a great scene when his best mate is just like saying, Truman, if all these people are in on it, that means I'm in on it. And I'd never lie to you. And it just cuts to Christoph feeding him the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he's sitting there with his little Bluetooth headset. Oh.
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti's in it.
As an artist with his
Honestly.
beret.
Yeah.
This is
so
one of those
good.
movies I feel like I really need to watch.
Have you not seen it?
No.
You haven't seen The
Really?
Truman Show?
You wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Steph.
I know.
Jim Carrey fan or?
I do like Jim Carrey. Yeah, I've seen
It's my favourite
Ace
Jim
Ventura.
Carrey.
It's going to blow you
Cable
away.
Guy?
It's going to blow you
See, I've
away.
never watched The Cable Guy.
You ever seen Cable Guy?
Cable Guy would not be your favourite Jim
Cable
Carrey.
Guy.
It's a funny Jim Carrey
What about
movie.
number
Let's stick-
23? That's a weird
I
Jim
haven't
Carrey.
seen that one either.
Cable Guy's not good.
Yeah.
Cable Guy is not good.
I like Ace Ventura.
The only
I
part
like
of Cable
Lilo.
Guy I laughed at was when they're fighting
Star
in
Trek
When they're fighting in the what's that restaurant
It's the
called?
medieval times.
Medieval times.
Yeah,
They're fighting
yeah.
in medieval times, and he has gotten him and his mate there. Well, he's like,
Matthew Broderick's like, what?
Matthew
and
Broderick,
Like, yeah,
who
we're
is
going
like-
to fight. We're going to do battle.
he's forcing to become his friend, basically, in this weird, like, sort of like hostage torture situation. And then as they're fighting, Jim Carrey with his mouth is making the soundtrack from that Star Trek fight. From
Yeah, Kirk versus Spock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that.
so good.
It's like really intense.
That was the
close
one
up.
part that actually had me like laughing really hard.
Yeah,
the rest of it
honestly,
is weird as shit.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
probably the most redeemable part by far.
Just to bring it back down to a low, I did watch A Million Ways to Die in the West.
I
Is that
noticed
the-
you gave that a 2.
No,
Not
yeah,
a
that's-
surprise.
Seth MacFarlane, yep.
It's got some really funny moments in it.
After the first watch, that movie loses.
Oh, I
everything,
I only
'cause
watched
it's not
it
funny the
once.
second time.
many years
Even
ago. and
rewatching
I'm-
it, there's some really funny moments in it. It's just like the Family Guy effect,
Yep.
where like there's
They
great
cut to
moments,
something
but
funny.
Overall, it's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that you just watch and you go, even for 2014, how the fuck did they get away with this? Like when they go to the fair and they play Shoot the Slave. And
really?
You know the ducks? You know the ducks that sit
Yeah.
there and they go around, you go shoot the metal ducks? It's Runaway Slave.
Oh
And you
my
Oh,
god!
okay.
I haven't seen this movie either.
So-
But what?
I heard there's
I
something.
mean, it's a spoof western, so
Yeah. So
It's set in Western times, like
Yeah.
18.
yeah, it's if Mel Brooks wasn't funny. So basically, they go to the fair. There's this thing, and apparently in test screenings, audience did not like it at all. Like this is shit. So what did they do? Did they cut the runaway slave scene? No, they put a post credit scene in it with Jamie Foxx reprising his role from Django, coming in and shooting the operator of the game.
nice.
But it's post credits,
What the fuck?
and then you got the cameo from
Doc. I
how-
did love that.
That's the best part of the film when
Yep.
he goes into the barn and is
He's just a random barn he starts walking
Christopher
over
Lloyd?
to.
Yeah,
and
he
do you
sings
get a little...
Sparks.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, you get it.
Oh, nice.
I think I
The mecha sound.
did some illegal activities just after it like come out. So I didn't go watch it in the movies, but like I remember watching it at
Oh, you
home.
went to the
and
dark place.
I did, and I didn't overly enjoy it back
I may have
then.
watched Evan Hansen in the dark place.
Well, is it even available here?
Nope, December 2nd.
Yeah, exactly. Australia's
Not worth
fucked
waiting.
for
Oh,
movies
can we
at
talk
the
about
moment.
this quickly?
Yeah, let's do it.
That because of Sydney and Melbourne, that we've had all the big films delayed.
Yep.
Like Venom
Like
was
a
meant
few
to come
weeks,
out
right?
a few months for some of
A few
them.
months.
Yeah,
Venom,
you shared them in our Facebook Messenger.
Venom
didn't you?
was meant to come out this week. It got delayed to November 25th.
Dune.
June was meant to come
June.
out in 2
Sorry.
weeks.
Sorry.
It got delayed to December 2nd.
French Dispatch.
French
So
Dispatch
what's the
got delayed.
next?
I mean,
what's
come on.
actually coming next for us?
Don't Look Up. Was that delayed as well?
Don't Look Up was always coming out on Netflix.
Okay.
That's a Netflix release, so that
It's
comes
just
out.
Okay.
the equivalent of like
excited.
the kids that are chatting in class and the whole class has to stay back.
Yes.
Like, till the,
Yeah.
There's some big things. Halloween Kills got delayed. Ghostbusters got delayed from November to January 1st.
Are you serious?
got
Like, I
it.
mean, come on.
That's been
Wow,
like,
you have only missed one title in the entire list. You've only missed one,
Yeah.
and it's James Bond,
James
Oh,
Bond.
which is
no time
delayed
to die.
again.
Yeah, only here though.
I thought that one
Yeah.
existed the whole time.
It's insane.
When's-
It's been
when's
well
James
over a
Bond
year
come-
now.
when's-
Easy.
When's James Bond coming out?
James Bond is now slated for November 11th.
Yeah, last Jewel got
Wait,
delayed.
is it the
So what's
one with
the
Rami?
next?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the next big release in Australia?
It's still not
It's
out.
not out.
I was thinking that was the last one.
No, this is James. No, sorry, Daniel Craig's last Bond
Yeah,
film,
yeah.
which I'm excited for. You know, it's got to be good, maybe.
You
I'm
hope.
hoping.
Well,
There's so much hype around
if
it
we're
now.
following the pattern, it has to be good because Casino Royale was good, and then Quantum of Solace was a stinker. Then Skyfall was great.
good. Spectre
was a stinker.
Yep.
So now, if we're following the pattern, it's got to be good.
Coming good.
So yeah, and then other shit like The Last Duel, French Dispatch.
I was going to say, yeah, the next big movie coming
Oh, The
out
Last
isn't
Duel.
until end of October.
What is it?
And it is
Halloween?
apparently Last Duel and
The
Halloween.
Last Duel.
Ha-
I'm
but
so
Halloween
excited for that.
Also comes out on streaming the same day.
Jesus.
So
They're going to do terribly.
I cannot believe they've just postponed all of this
it
stuff.
sucks. Sydney, do you know what they should fucking do? I'm just going to say it. We should get them. They can get it delayed. They can wait
Yeah.
until...
Why can't
Because
they do
they're
that
like-
state by state?
Huh? They...
Who
Because they're
decides
lazy.
this?
They're waiting, the studios.
The studio says Australia's
They're
gonna
waiting
get
for
it.
the vaccine rollout, like for them to hit the number.
Because it looks terrible for their numbers if, like, a massive blockbuster movie comes out only in cinemas and their numbers are terrible.
And
They'd be terrible
unfortunately,
anyway, but...
Sydney and Melbourne are the biggest markets.
Yeah.
Sydney, well, they're also
Population
ahead
base.
of everyone
Well, 1
else
million is
in
like
terms of vax rates.
1 million people here compared to 6 million.
Yeah, but they also have like upwards of almost the most cases.
Yep, and they
Yeah,
also
I know.
took vaccinations from rural communities that were promised them.
They also did that.
We love Gladys Berejiklian.
Gladys.
I know, team.
Bet she got vaccinated real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
So-
bitch. Fucking hate her.
So
Yeah,
welcome to
no,
Australia.
She's a
Pretty
monstrous.
salty.
She's not human.
So it's just going to be the case of, well, I hope the cases like Ghostbusters very
Yeah.
likely could be streaming by the time, like, you could get a rip online, a
Yeah.
perfect quality Blu-ray rip by the time.
That
Yes.
it even comes out.
I'm
for
not
us.
saying go do it. I'm just saying that you will be able to.
Those who would be inclined.
Yeah, those who want to
Could.
go to the dark. I prefer going to see movies in theaters.
There are some
course.
of those you
Yeah.
just
Dear
have to
Evan
see.
Hansen.
When you have your membership and it only
I
costs
mean-
$9.
What was that hypothetical that you pitched to Christian the other day about Dune, considering he's such a fanatic? Would you...
Hypothetical?
Hypothetically.
because we won't do it. Would you rather watch Dune, perfect quality, it's fully, like,
HD.
1080p HD at a home?
I said that on a sufficient home cinema setup,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a sufficient home cinema set up?
If I set up surround sound in
So
my room with
is-
my TV, I would watch it there.
I have surround sound in there, comes
Yep.
out the roof. TV's only 55 inch.
That's not going to cut it.
I've got 65.
The
You don't
director.
have
The
surround
director will assume
Yeah,
that you're
Denise
watching it
will
in
fight
a
us.
bathtub.
Now
Let's
we're working
bring
out
my
logistics
TV
for this
here.
hypothetical. It's not going
Yeah,
to...
Denis will fight us.
Yeah.
Uh,
He'll drive a
So-
speedboat into your bathtub.
so yeah, Dune's made some money overseas. Made about
Has
70, yes, because it's like released in like foreign markets already.
Yep.
Made like 78 mil already.
And good reviews.
Yeah,
People like Dune.
Reviews.
There's been
I wouldn't
reviews.
say they're great. They're
Yeah,
good.
I've seen average reviews.
Yeah, same. I've seen reviews for it being like it sets up something that doesn't happen, but that's why he wants to make a sequel.
Yeah, but I mean, that was the problem with the first movie.
Yeah. It sounds
There's
like
a lot of content.
It sounds like in this one he's using the content, but like he's not stretching into one film.
Yep.
But he hasn't been promised to make
Yeah,
other
I was
films.
going to
That's the
say
issue.
it would make
That-
sense if they had greenlit a sequel prior
They're
to
basically
production.
greenlighting
Yes.
But
a sequel.
They have
depending
to
on how
just
this does.
hope that he gets one.
But I
So
guess you
considering
don't want to
HBO
make the same mistake and try and cram everything just because you don't.
Yeah.
I think
But
at that point it's
at
better
the
to be
same time,
optimistic.
this film's being released. It was. I mean, it's not his fault. By the time he made the film, it wasn't meant to come out in HBO Max.
Yep.
Now is.
Yep.
Which meaning, like, you look at
He-
Suicide Squad.
yeah,
you look
they're
at all that
furious
shit.
about it.
But just on what you were saying, I got to be honest, like having an idea of the plot, especially with the other Dune, I can already imagine where they would kind of stop it.
Yeah.
Even if, like, with what you're saying, I can imagine where. And it's probably a good idea. Because, you know,
Yeah.
in the David Lynch version, we just have a montage and skip 20 years. So I can imagine in this movie, there might be a movie in between that time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought, you know, it's annoying.
I would like to watch it in the cinema. Ditto for French Dispatch.
So, look, I'd love to watch if I had the option.
You want Timmy in a towel on a big screen is what you want.
I want. That's it. Timmy in a towel on the big screen.
I just.
I want Timmy wearing anything.
Yeah.
The big screen.
Yeah.
It sucks, but you know,
Or nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say wearing nothing on the big screen. Yeah.
He's in the bath.
peach or no peach, Steph, go.
But what?
Peach or no peach, go.
No peach.
Speaking of peach, should we talk about what the fuck casting happened
Oh,
over
my
the past?
jeez.
Oh, yes, good one.
Yeah, should we fucking
Good
mention
one.
this shit?
I'll get it up.
My goodness, am I excited for this?
Yes.
film.
You're excited?
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm excited for everyone except Mario.
Was it Chris?
Yeah.
The rest
Yeah,
of this
I didn't get
cast,
that.
Was it Jack Black as
the
Bowser?
rest of
Luigi's
this cast
perfect.
fucking
Wait, wait.
slaps.
Who was
That's gonna be
Charlie Day was
hilarious.
Luigi.
Hey,
The rest of this cast slaps.
imagine
Keegan
that.
Michael Key is Toad.
that's gonna be so
Yes.
funny. Yo,
Wait, what's Donkey Kong again?
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible, except for Mario.
That's gonna be fucking weird.
It's going to be wacky as hell.
Hey, it's me, Mario.
Did you see someone back in like middle of last year did a tweet being like, I can't believe like for the Mario movie, they're probably not going to get Charles Martinet and they're just going to get someone like Chris Pratt. And then it happened.
How could they do that? Because, you know, The Lighthouse, have you seen the memes from that? How, oh no, I've forgotten his name. You know, Tenant Lighthouse
Robert
Man.
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. God.
We got you.
Yeah, we got him. Robert Pattinson looks exactly like Mario when they were filming that. How could you not take that? That would have been perfect.
I almost wish this was live action. To be
I am
honest.
so excited for Jack Black as Bowser.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
A seller.
That's the first one because I think I saw Jack Black post a picture of it and I'm like, wait, hold on a sec, what's this?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I think they're all pretty dumb,
Oh,
except for one.
But the movie's going to be
What, Charlie
pretty
Day's
dumb.
Luigi?
Like,
No, I think Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach. It's the only one that's like, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
The rest of them are like, yeah, that's perfect. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's absolute insanity. The internet has blown up about it.
It's something, and it's Illumination. Sadly,
It is Illumination.
That's the
It's
only
Minions.
bad thing, isn't it? It's Minions. But it's also Despicable Me, which, I mean,
Despicable
that's
Me
not
the first one was good.
Also,
Yeah.
shout out to
We
Fred
like that.
Armisen as Cranky Kong. Fred Armisen from SNL and a bunch of other little shit. He's gonna be great.
Keegan Michael Key as Toad.
Kevin Michael Richardson is Kamek. Kevin Michael Richardson, who was the people might know from the twins from Invincible.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the clones.
And Monster Girl.
I should say.
Well,
Yeah, a bunch of different things. Kevin Michael Richardson's in every cartoon you've ever watched. So he'll be fantastic.
I'm just Toad. As
Keegan Michael
Key as
Toad.
Toad is incredible.
So funny.
It's just gonna be
So when's that going to come out next year?
Christmas next year.
Christmas next year.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long way away.
If Universal still
Hell of
like
a
us, we'll
Christmas
be
present.
going.
Yeah.
It's Universal. It's Illumination.
Have you seen people just begging for them to completely recast Mario as Danny DeVito?
Oh, yes.
Charlie Day and Danny DeVito
That's it.
as Mario.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
Exactly.
They have the
Italian in
chemistry
there.
as
Danny
well.
DeVito wouldn't even have to put on any sort of voice. You'd just be Danny DeVito, and it would be incredible.
I've been waiting for
You
this.
know what? There's an idea. Just splice between all of his lines from Always Sunny, and you could make a Mario. You
Someone will
can put it
recut-
over the top.
Someone will recut this movie as it comes out.
I'm
enough.
really excited just to see what the hell
This
Chris
is-
Pratt as Mario is going to
Do
be.
you think it's just going to be Chris Pratt doing like a New Yorker Italian accent?
I hope so.
So cringy.
It is going to be
scared.
I want it to be live action so bad.
Yeah.
Man, like I would kill anything for Charlie Day in a Luigi costume. Like with the
I can
Only
see
surely
it.
for the premiere.
All I can imagine, if I think about it live action, is like people doing shitty YouTube ones of them literally just having a fake mustache with a very shitty knockoff Mario, and they're just running around like fully grown in everything, and just like nothing's in proportion. That's all I can picture as this.
It's so rowdy.
I'm so excited. Like it's my number one most anticipated movie of 2022, and Mission Impossible 7's coming out. So, and Ghostbusters now technically.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's mad. Apparently that movie's great.
Really?
It had because they did Comic Con this year. Oh,
Yeah.
no, CinemaCon. Sorry,
Yep.
CinemaCon happened.
Is this another reboot? I didn't know there was Ghostbusters.
Sequel.
It's like
a
a
sequel to
It's
the-
a Halloween 2018 to original Ghostbusters.
Yeah. And Ghostbusters 2. They're not
Yeah.
excluding Ghostbusters 2.
Okay.
Ghostbusters 2 is great.
Ghostbusters 2 also.
So-
Bill Murray?
It's a new actors, but the other ones are coming back.
This is
Okay.
the one with
Okay.
Finn Wolfhard?
It's Finn Wolfhard, Paul Rudd.
Rudd?
Yep. So basically, I'm going to quickly give you the breakdown. To
That's cinematic
Ghostbusters.
cheating, just casting Paul
Yeah.
Rudd in something.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah.
You're going to win.
So it's Egon's daughter. Egon's granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Obviously, Harold Ramis has passed away, so they can't have Egon come back.
Yep.
She and her family, they pack up and they move to Egon's old house, and shenanigans ensue. His granddaughter finds and his grandson, so Finn Wolfhard and McKenna Grace or something.
Yeah, that sounds right.
They find all the Ghostbuster stuff in the house. They
Yeah, you
find-
nailed that.
That's cool.
And then Paul Rudd plays a school teacher who kind of gets involved in everything as well. I think it looks like from the trailer he may be dating the mum.
Yeah,
he might
possibly.
be going out and have a dinner with the mum. And it's been confirmed that Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, Annie Potts we saw in the trailer.
Yep.
And we heard Dan Aykroyd in the trailer. They call the Ghostbusters number and he picks up the phone.
Does
Yeah.
the trailer have original music?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no, not that, but like
No,
What are we doing?
they will.
But it does.
better.
But when the siren comes on for the car,
Ah, yes.
The most interesting thing though, it's directed by the son of the director from the original film.
yeah.
Okay.
Who grew up on set of the Ghostbusters film, and his dad, like, because he's
I
not-
love that, yeah.
he was on set every day too. His like the original director with him, so I'm very excited for that. They at CinemaCon's like a convention where studios come in and like say, hey, here are all the movies we've got coming out, so theater chains can look at them and assess and that. They did a screening for Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Because it's just ready.
Yeah.
And everyone's waiting.
It's been ready for over a year now.
It's in a room. It's
I was going to say
that.
that was the saddest part. I did just look up Ghostbusters Afterlife and Google auto-corrected to Ghostbusters 2020.
2022.
I was just like, oh, that's sad.
Yes.
So apparently the magic's there.
Good.
So
That's what we
Okay.
want.
I'm super excited for that. It was my
The
most
slime is
anticipated.
there.
The magic is there. Paul Rudd is there.
It's been on my most anticipated list for 2 years now.
Oof.
So
Yeah,
that
it made it
sucks.
onto the list, didn't it?
Yep. Now Top Gun's been delayed again, so that sucks. And we're here. Anyone else got anything they want to talk about?
I mean,
You got a
I'm
list?
getting sad.
You got a list?
Well, Chris, what have you been watching?
I watched a few things.
It's gonna be a long one.
Yeah.
We can breeze through this.
Yeah, we could breeze through it. I watched Escape from Pretoria,
Yeah.
which is Adelaide, filmed in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Filming locations on Perry Street, in the country, in the city. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Great movie. Daniel Radcliffe, South African accent.
Work well.
Yeah,
Does he-
we
yeah, does
like
he
it.
do it? He
He
does
does
it?
it great.
Okay.
Yeah, he really does. My mum, I was showing my mum the Perry Street scene, and mum's like, "Oh, is that him talking?" And I was like, "Yeah, like he really does it." But great film because it's a prison break. Daniel Radcliffe's making keys and trying to get through doors, and there's a lot of doors in this prison.
There too many doors?
There's too many doors, or maybe there is just enough
Maybe
doors.
just the right amount of doors.
The right, yeah, I would say that. But yeah, actually, really good movie. They do the suspense and the the guards and the prisoners kind of point of view, and
Yeah.
great prison break movie. Highly recommend that one, especially support Adelaide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
yeah. And then one more film I got to mention, but I got to get a smidgen of intro music for that.
Oh.
That's not
Hey.
right. That's not right.
Empire
Ah,
of
that'll
the
do it.
Sun.
Okay,
Did you watch Empire of the Sun?
no,
Is it never Kevin Costner?
no, not Kevin Costner. Who's Planet of the Apes guy? Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston. 55 Days at Peking.
Is this the one you told us about?
I briefly mentioned, and that's what I have to mention. So the whitewashing in this film. So it's 1968.
Yep.
The characters involved are, let's say, the Chinese Empress and Chinese Prince and Chinese General of the Imperial Army. All white actors putting on very bad accents. Very bad
Not like
accents.
a me so horny type of.
No, like, so the main guy that talks is the Chinese prince.
Yeah.
And he's not putting on any kind of accent, but he talks like this because this is how Asians talk.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's so cringe. It's so blatant.
So he copied the intonation of broken English, but then didn't do an accent. What the fuck?
Yes, it's just broken the slowly talking.
What
yes.
the shit?
And then that's that guy. So the other character, the general of the Imperial troops, he has more extravagant costumes and he doesn't even do the slow talking. He just speaks completely like he's in an American cowboy film.
Beautiful.
Oh God.
Fine. It's better than the other guy doing the voice. Much
Yeah,
better.
I mean-
it's much
It's
better.
a very low bar.
yeah.
Jesus.
It's like it's not as offensive as the other guy
Yeah,
doing.
but as a movie, it's a Charlton Heston movie. He's a cowboy. He saves the day.
Of course.
There's a lot of great costumes. I will say that because the set, beautiful. Obviously, old epics. The things they actually spent a lot of money on is beautiful sets, beautiful costumes. Not actors that
Not actual Asian actors
not Asian actors. Plenty of Asian extras, but yeah,
who didn't get paid.
yeah. They built the set and they were still there. No, we don't know.
God.
We don't know. We cannot
Yeah,
say.
that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to finish by praising the costumes.
Hey,
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Very nice.
now we can get into the numbers.
There we
I
go.
got one.
You hadn't been here for 2 weeks. What?
I got.
Okay.
I watched In Time for the first time.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, Killian.
Time racism.
Our boy Justin
Dude,
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. Thank you. In Time is fucking awesome.
no,
it's pretty good.
It's Reminiscence. It's a great concept, but a shitty film.
No, I feel like it's a little hidden gem. It's really fun.
You reckon?
It is fun.
haven't
I had
watched it.
fun with this movie.
Yeah.
You get
I
way
liked
more
it.
out
I
of
love
In
The
Time's
concept,
world.
the concept holds
That's the
together.
thing. I loved everything they did with the concept of how they do the dueling and then
Yeah.
The
they,
dueling's cool.
The
and
arm wrestling.
everything.
yeah, they gamble and
It's so cool.
And-
Bus
like-
ticket.
yeah.
I love it.
Everything.
It's purely eat the rich. I'm here for it.
Yep.
It is.
great.
I did have a lot of fun with this movie.
Yeah.
That's the all I have to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, Michael bring it up, and then we all.
Yo, super duper 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 quickly. Michaela and I absolutely binged and caught up to Only Murders in the Building. That show's
It's a
amazing.
good show.
Yes.
New episode came out today.
It's so good.
So I watched the newest episode 1
Is it
before
good?
everyone came. They do a really cool thing. There's not a line of dialogue in the episode.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I'm very.
It's
excited.
such a good show. It's amazing.
Has anyone here seen Squid Game? Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but
No,
I
Korean
got in
Netflix show.
trouble for throwing it over to Chris because he hadn't been here for 2 weeks to tell me what he's talking
I
about.
haven't
and-
seen Squid Game, so I haven't got anything to say. But
Oh.
everyone's watching Squid Game at the moment. Everyone is watching Squid Game.
Really? It's Korean though, right?
Korean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Korean
it's
TV.
like if they made Nintendo's Splatoon a real life reality TV show game.
Is it like all the?
It's not reality. It's a drama. It's a scripted series.
Is it?
Yeah.
People die.
Yeah, it's a scripted series.
I
It's
thought it was
people
like
die.
a game
Yeah.
show.
No, it's
No.
a,
No, it's
like Hunger Games.
It's like
It's like Hunger Games and that.
thing.
Korean.
Is it
It
dubbed?
looks like a game show.
don't know. I haven't watched
That's
it.
what they
English
do.
I'm
Anyone who
not
was
too
there,
sure.
yes, it is dubbed. It's not
Is
really
it
dubbing.
dubbed by the same Netflix crew that dubs every Spanish show on Netflix?
Probably.
Because I'm sick of every main character having the same Spanish voice, and it's not great.
You wouldn't be
don't-
talking about the hit show
Well, it's
Money
English
Heist.
voice.
Money Heist.
Money Heist, Platform. There's like 4 or 5 of them.
I don't think, no, they're not very good dubbing at
Yeah.
all, like regardless, but I don't think it is the same. I think it is the people that Korea hired to do the dubbing.
That would be good.
Didn't work when I clicked it. All right, let's speed through this. We got our top 10 of the box office here this week. At number 5, we got Cry Macho. The Clint Eastwood film in its second week made $2 million at the box office. That is a 53.8% drop off from last week. It's made 8.9 overall worldwide off a $33 million budget, sitting on a 52 critic and a 65 audience.
There is clearly no other films coming out. That's still there.
Number 4, we have Candyman in its 5th week. It made $2.5 million. That's a 27.4% drop off from last week. It's made $73.1 million worldwide of a $25 million budget and sitting on an 85 critic and a 75 audience. At number 3, Free Guy. Comes out on 4K and Blu-ray tomorrow.
Really?
Think about that. Think about how quick they fast-tracked that.
Damn.
It came out August 15th.
Jesus.
It came out in cinemas.
Wow.
That's
And
quick.
it comes out. You can go right now and buy it. Anyway, at number 3, 7th week of the box office, it made $4.1 million worldwide. No, $4.1 million this week. That's a 19.2% drop off from last week. It's made $317.5 million worldwide of a $125 million budget, sitting on an 82 critic and 95 audience.
Nice.
At number 2, the only new addition this week, Dear Evan Hansen in its first week, it made $7.4 million. It's made $7.4 million worldwide of a $28 million budget, sitting on a 33 critic and a 90 audience.
Such a huge
I have
disparity.
a huge feeling that film ain't gonna be a big success.
Nope. At number 1 again for the 4th week in a row,
Damn.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, $13 million. It's a 39.9% drop off from last week. It's made $363.3 million worldwide of a $150 million budget, sitting on a 92 critic and 98 audience.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
People like the movie.
It's huge.
I have been hearing a lot of general people's liking Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's worth watching. It comes out on Disney Plus November 25th.
They're having a big Disney Plus day.
I'm pretty sure
They're showing off a
that's
bunch
just
of new
to watch
things.
it as well. It's not to pay for it.
Yeah, it's coming on free, and they're
Same
also
with
doing
Free Guy. Free Guy comes out on Disney Plus tomorrow. For free as
Oh,
well.
okay, cool.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you don't want to buy it,
I'm watching that tomorrow.
Sick. Yeah, I'll finally watch it.
Yeah.
I believe Disney Plus are doing like a big day where they're putting a bunch of stuff on there, as well as a couple of little like featurette reveal type things.
What about Black Widow? When do I get to watch that?
I think
for
that's the
free?
same.
November 6th.
Okay.
Just a little bit
Just a little bit before.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus subscription still going, isn't it? Steph?
It is. It's still going. You still got it.
We're watching Free Guy tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that brings us to our final box office draft, guys.
Oh,
This last weekend
the
in
end.
September. This
Don't look so sad, Alex. I'm
This
sure you're
is
happy
the
with how it
end.
ends.
because I'll also tell you the tally of the worldwide. That's insane.
I'll tell you who's happy it ends now. The person who's not in last anymore.
Yeah, Christian. Unfortunately, you finished 5th in the box office. You
How?
had two.
You weren't here for the.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, $215 million. $215 mil. Cruella was your big hitter with $85 million, and your lowest hitter was Reminiscence with $3 million.
Really sad that Reminiscence didn't come through on that one.
right.
We've tried really hard. We went to see Reminiscence. We
We
supported
rode
it
the
from the
Reminiscence
start.
train together.
We did.
Yep.
We did. It was
And
a collective effort.
It just didn't come through for us in the end.
In 4th place, we have Braden.
Yo!
$233 million. 18
Not last
behind
place.
Christian.
Not last place.
There's
a first for everything.
Your biggest hitter was Free Guy with $114.1 million.
Thank you, Mr.
And your
Ryan
lowest
Reynolds.
hitter was Reminiscence. with
Reminiscence.
$3
Thank you,
million.
Hugh Jackman. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
In 3rd place, Michael.
Yes.
$374.3 million. So about $140 million between 4th and 3rd. Your biggest hitter was Fast 9 with $172.9 million.
Yeah.
And your lowest hitter was Reminiscence.
That's right. We rode that train together, boys.
What happened?
In 2nd place, we have Steph.
Yep.
$381.6 million. Her biggest hitter was Black Widow with $183.5 million. And your lowest hitter was Spiral with $23 million.
Paw Patrol was not my lowest hitter.
No, Spiral was.
What? I mean, all right, come in. That's it.
Not surprised.
I'm happy with that.
And in first, it me $492 million. My biggest hitter was Shang-Chi with 196.2 million. My lowest hitter was Don't Breathe 2 with 32 million.
Congratulations, Alex. We never disclosed the prize, so...
I just want to quickly give out... Yeah, there's no prize. I want to quickly just tell you how much Michael crushed us all in the worldwide box office.
Yep.
It's the small victories, guys.
Yeah.
I was trying to stay humble.
If we were doing worldwide box office, Michael absolutely nailed this. Fast and Furious alone made $716.5 million.
Is that mainly from China?
Yep. Michael's total was $1 billion
Fuck!
and 91 million.
The 1 billy!
Billionaire club over here.
Next under that was
You and Rihanna.
next under that was me with 964 million.
Not quite.
Yeah, and then Steph with 882 million. Then it was Chris and then Brady.
God damn.
I didn't need to read mine. Wasn't close.
Well done.
I mean, you came fourth. At least you came fourth in the worldwide.
Yeah.
At 612.
That's what we wanted to hear.
Did I?
Brady, did you
was
make
I?
the half a
Was
billy?
I over half a billy?
No. You're close. You're 9 mil off.
Oh, that's pretty close.
491.
You're almost in the Billy gang too.
I'm close to the Billy.
Yeah.
But
That's
Sorry,
amazing.
I'll take the little victory.
yeah.
Sure.
Hey, hey.
Major premiership, minor premiership.
Maybe,
you know how it is.
maybe next year will be a slightly more normal year.
You can't look at that board.
We'll see.
Because I
It's
didn't
interesting,
change
though,
it.
to hear how, like, American audiences and worldwide audiences have...
Compare.
Yeah, they differ in, like, I guess what they want to watch.
It's all right. I'll hold my hand here.
Culture is
Just
different.
trust him.
Yeah.
Just trust him.
China
Can
loves
you
Fast
lay
and
your phone
Furious.
over it?
Just
They
trust
do.
him. That's a lot of work. Oh
It's all
boy.
the drifting.
Please do God, don't stop the recording.
Wait, that's Japanese. Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yep.
For everyone's favourite game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the trailer game. If you're new to the trailer game, guess what? I've got audio and audio only for 3 trailers. And what's going to happen is I'm going to play the audio and the audio only. And then each of our contestants, Michael, Braden, Christian, Steph, so close, so close, are they going to buzz in? And they can only buzz in once until everyone else has had a buzz in. Braden, do you have scores?
Oh, I do have the scores. Last we left, Braden and Alex are tied for last, which is incredible because Alex doesn't play the game. Steph is in what is it, third with 6 points. Michael is in second with 8 points, and Chris is in first with 9 points.
And with fortnightly appearances for the last 3-4 months or
Yeah,
so.
you got all 3 1 week, didn't you? And that was it.
Yeah, you just
I think
blitzed
I
it.
had 2 weeks. I got like all 3.
Yeah, you did nail them.
Are we ready for the first trailer?
Here we go.
Yes.
Nope. Could have been.
Welcome to Miami Mutual Bank. How may I help you?
I'd like to cash this check here, and then I'd like to take you out
Catch me if you can. I'd like to take you out for a steak dinner.
Oh,
for a steak dinner.
very nice.
There we go.
Wow,
One
you got
point
that
for Chris.
really quickly.
Chris
He
is
knew
on,
the line off by heart.
Chris is on
Leo.
them double digits.
I like Leo.
You hit 10. All right. Trailer 2.
I'm Charlie Watson. I'm 18. Today, actually. Is the Beetle for sale?
Yours, kid. Happy birthday.
Is it Bumblebee?
Oh, I've never seen it.
I was tossing up between Bumblebee and Herbie Reloaded.
I was going to guess Herbie and then I halted.
Yeah, you were so close.
was
and
like-
you backed off. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
I was this close.
Yeah.
And our final trailer. This one's got a bit of leeway.
Here we go. Let's go. Tension.
Where did you get this?
On a dig down in Thebes.
Jonathan, I think you found something.
There is an ancient legend of a place known as the City of the Dead.
We call it the doorway to hell.
Where the earliest pharaohs were said to have hidden the wealth of Egypt. Are we going into battle?
Is it the mummy?
Very nice.
Oh my god.
The actor that just spoke that line got me.
Rachel
Yeah.
Weisz.
They said like Thebes, and I'm like, all right, okay, like it could be something like with a mummy, but who knows?
Well done. So with that, we have Chris leading the way on 11 Michael following on 9, Steph on 6, Brad and Alex on 2.
God, I'm
nearly double.
Yeah, I
Holding on
need
to that
these.
belt.
I need artsy indie films. I've never seen Bumblebee. I've never seen The Mummy.
You never seen The Mummy?
Never seen The Mummy.
Do you like Brendan Fraser?
He's in Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Do you like him in that?
Do you like,
Yeah, he's all right.
do you like Rachel Weisz?
I do like Rachel
She's in
Weisz.
that too.
But is The Mummy good?
Yes.
Yeah, the first one's
The
hella
first
good.
one is actually
First
good.
one's awesome.
Yeah.
We just don't talk about the second one.
Second one's
Second
famous
one's
for
good
its
as well.
CGI. Famous for its CGI.
The second one's great
Um,
until the end. There's no, even like, if you can get over the CGI, the second one's still good. The third one sucks.
You know about
But they
that.
made 3.
You know about the
I only knew about
Scorpion.
the
The
two.
Scorpion
No.
King, everyone's
The Rock.
favorite wrestler, Dwayne The
The
Rock Johnson.
as a scorpion.
The
The
worst
Rock
CGI.
as a Scorpion, as a
Scorpion.
cartoon Scorpion.
The Scorpion mixed
I'd
with
like
the
to see a
accordion.
picture.
Can you please look up a picture right now? It'd be well worth it. As we thank our wonderful patrons, which we haven't done this episode.
Patreon.
Thank you so much
Patreon.
to the patrons that we shout out. Wonderful Patreon, Jai Perry.
Joe Perry.
What the?
Hey, Joe Perry.
Hey, Joe Perry. Michael?
Hey, Joe Perry.
Steph?
Oh, hey, Joe Perry.
There we go.
Thank you so much. You can support us over on
So
patreon.com/Millennial Movie Talk. You can chuck us a buck or two every month, and it helps make the show happen. And it helps us make the show better and better and better. And with that, that was...
Are we
we're
gonna-
going to get...
Steph's going to react.
So
to-
the corridor
He
digital
looks like
crew.
he should be in a video game.
Yeah,
It looks
so,
like a video game.
so the corridor
you
digital
could see
crew
the
tried to
frame
fix
rate.
it. They couldn't do it.
yeah.
God damn.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be a good video.
And they do a lot of good work.
yeah, they do. Their industry, yeah.
Yeah, they're great. I love
damn.
their videos. They do like satisfying challenges.
Yeah.
Where like they try to make those satisfying videos you see on compilations.
It was like those people like stopped making YouTube videos because they were doing real CGI work,
Yeah.
visual effects work.
They get so many. Like they had Seth Rogen on one of their latest ones talking
damn.
about all of the CG that they did, like talking about lighting Jonah Hill on fire.
That's
Well,
cool.
this is the end of that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy the stuff that they break down and tell you how they do stuff in the industry. It, like some of it's crazy.
Shout out to Corridor Digital. Go check them a subscription. And while you're there
They
on
need
YouTube,
it, guys. 5 million.
while you're there over there, you can you could let them know, hey, Millennial Movie Talk's pretty good. They gave you a shout out. You should just give them a plug. But no, you should go to Millennial Movie Talk on YouTube and you should check us a subscription and like the videos and comment on them what you thought of them.
Just want to say hello to TerraVision too while we're...
TerraVision Horror Podcast
we like
by
Terra
it's our podcast sister, I would say. Our good friends over
Sister
at
from
TerraVision Horror
another
Podcast.
mister?
That mister is Dan McGuinness and Jen Strand, Jen the Batman Strand. Huge shout out to them. They're doing great work over there. If you love horror movies, go check them out.
and just want to shout out the troops.
While you're also okay, while you're also the troops, the people who listen to us on podcast services over on anchor.fm/Millennial Movie Talk.
If you consider yourself a troop, then
You're a troop.
you're a troop.
Okay,
Shout out.
fair enough. And you can check us out on Insta and socials and all that jazz.
And we're saying that.
Website coming soon.
I'm Alex.
I'm Michael.
I'm Braden.
I'm Christian.
I'm Steph.
We're out of here.